Good morning, America. As the sun rises over our cities, a new chapter in American innovation is beginning to unfold, one that could shape the future of technology for generations to come. Today, we're diving into a major shift, one that's making headlines and sparking conversations in boardrooms and living rooms alike. The U.S. government is taking bold steps to bring microchip manufacturing back to American soil, aiming to reclaim leadership in a field that's vital to our everyday lives. Microchips are the tiny brains inside everything from your smartphone and laptop to your car and even your refrigerator. They're the invisible force powering our digital world, yet surprisingly, the vast majority are produced overseas, far from American shores. Now Washington is determined to change that. The goal is to make Made in America not just a slogan, but the new reality for these essential components. It's about more than pride. It's about control, reliability, and the ability to shape our own technological destiny. This isn't just about business profits or corporate competition. It's about national security, economic stability, and ensuring that America remains at the forefront of global innovation. When we control our own chip supply, we control our future. Imagine a world where global events, like political tensions or natural disasters, suddenly cut off our access to microchips. Factories could grind to a halt, store shelves could empty, and the devices we rely on every day could become scarce. That's the risk we face today, and it's a risk we can no longer afford to ignore. The new plan is ambitious. It aims to build a resilient, homegrown supply chain, one that can weather global storms and keep America running no matter what. By reducing our dependence on foreign chip makers, we're investing in our own strength and security. It's a bold move designed to create thousands of high-quality jobs, drive cutting-edge innovation, and secure America's technological future. From engineers to factory workers, this initiative promises new opportunities for communities across the country. Companies like Intel are stepping up, investing billions in new facilities and research. They're at the heart of this transformation, working hand-in-hand with government and local communities to turn vision into reality. The ultimate goal? More factories on American soil, fewer supply shortages, and a stronger, more resilient American economy that can compete on the world stage. This is about powering tomorrow's technology with American ingenuity, right here at home. It's about building a future where the next big breakthrough is stamped Made in the USA, and where America leads the world in innovation, security, and opportunity. So, what's the plan? It's called the 1-to-1 ratio policy. For every chip a company imports, it must produce one in the US. If they don't, they face steep tariffs. This isn't just encouragement, it's a mandate to invest in American manufacturing. The message, if you want to sell foreign chips here, you must help build them here. Companies can build their own factories or partner with US manufacturers like Intel. If they refuse, they'll pay a hefty price. This policy is set to reshape the tech industry and spark a new wave of American industrial growth. The era of unchecked reliance on foreign semiconductors is ending. This one-for-one policy is the latest in a series of aggressive moves to end chip dependency. For decades, the U.S. has relied heavily on overseas manufacturers for the tiny, powerful chips that drive our modern world. But now, the stakes have never been higher. The government is making it clear. The era of outsourcing critical technology is coming to an end. Just last month, the administration imposed a 100% tariff on all chip imports, unless companies already had U.S. factories. This bold move sent shockwaves through the tech industry, forcing companies to rethink their global supply chains almost overnight. The message was unmistakable. If you want to sell chips in America, you need to make them in America. That was a wake-up call for the industry. Executives scrambled to assess their exposure, and boardrooms buzzed with urgent conversations about reshoring production. For many, it was the first time they truly grasped how vulnerable their operations had become. The pandemic exposed how fragile our supply chains are. One disruption overseas, and American factories grind to a halt. We saw firsthand how a single bottleneck in Asia could ripple across the globe, leaving shelves empty and production lines silent. It was a stark reminder that convenience comes at a cost. The push for chip independence is about economic stability and national security. It's about making sure that American innovation isn't held hostage by events beyond our borders. By investing in domestic manufacturing, the U.S. aims to protect its economy from future shocks and keep critical industries running, no matter what happens overseas. More U.S. chip making means more jobs and less vulnerability to global shocks. It's not just about factories. It's about creating entire ecosystems of research, development, and skilled labor right here at home. This shift promises to revitalize communities, spark innovation, and offer new opportunities for American workers. It also means our defense systems and infrastructure aren't reliant on foreign suppliers. In a world where technology is the backbone of national security, having control over chip production is no longer optional, it's a necessity. The chips powering our military, our power grids, and our hospitals must be secure and trustworthy. Microchips are in everything, from toasters to fighter jets. They're the invisible force behind our daily lives, embedded in smartphones, cars, medical devices, and even the appliances in our kitchens. Without them, modern society would simply stop functioning. Relying on rivals for these components is a risk we can't afford. As geopolitical tensions rise, the possibility of supply disruptions or even sabotage becomes all too real. The cost of inaction could be measured not just in dollars, but in lost opportunities and compromised security. Building a secure domestic supply is now seen as essential to national defense. The Pentagon and other agencies are prioritizing chip security like never before, recognizing that the next conflict may be fought not just on the battlefield, but in the digital realm. The government wants to ensure our technology and our security are truly American-made. This means not just assembling chips here, but designing, fabricating, and testing them on U.S. soil under American oversight. This is about taking back control over a vital part of our future. By investing in chip independence, the U.S. is laying the groundwork for a more secure, prosperous, and resilient tomorrow, one where American ingenuity leads the way. The market reacted instantly to the new policy. American chipmakers like Intel and Global Foundries saw their stocks surge. For them, this policy is a golden opportunity. Demand for U.S.-made chips is about to skyrocket. Investors rushed in, betting on a new era of American manufacturing. Meanwhile, international chipmakers faced a tough choice: invest in U.S. factories or pay steep tariffs. Shares of European and Asian giants like ASML, TSMC, and Samsung dropped. The policy is a major hurdle for foreign companies hoping to access the U.S. market. Wall Street quickly picked its winners and losers. For American firms, it's a windfall. For overseas competitors, it's a costly new challenge. The global chip landscape is being redrawn, fast. Intel's resurgence is at the heart of this story. Once a titan of the semiconductor world, Intel had found itself struggling to keep pace with fierce global competitors. For years, the company faced criticism for falling behind in innovation, losing market share, and missing out on key technology trends. Many doubted whether Intel could ever reclaim its former glory. But now, Intel is surging back into the spotlight, fueled by a combination of government support, strategic investments, and bold leadership decisions. The company's transformation is not just about financial recovery. It's about redefining its role in the global tech landscape and restoring American leadership in chip manufacturing. In a historic move this August, the U.S. government purchased a 10% stake in Intel. This wasn't just a financial transaction. It was a clear signal that the nation sees Intel as a critical pillar of its technological future. The investment marked a turning point, showing that the government is willing to back domestic innovation to ensure America's competitiveness. This direct investment sent a powerful message to the world. Intel's success is now intertwined with America's own ambitions. The company's progress is seen as a matter of national pride and security, reinforcing the idea that advanced chip making is vital to the country's future. The momentum didn't stop there. Soon after, NVIDIA, once a fierce competitor, invested $5 billion in Intel. This surprising partnership turned rivals into collaborators, signaling a new era of cooperation in the tech industry. It was a bold move that caught the attention of analysts and investors alike. The news electrified the industry, sending shockwaves through financial markets and validating Intel's new direction. Suddenly, the company was no longer seen as a laggard, but as a leader with a renewed sense of purpose and momentum. Now, Intel is reportedly in advanced talks with tech giants like Apple and TSMC, exploring further partnerships that could reshape the global semiconductor supply chain. These discussions highlight Intel's growing influence and its ambition to play a central role in the next generation of technology. The company is no longer on the defensive. It's leading the charge for American chipmaking, investing in cutting-edge research, expanding its manufacturing capacity, and attracting top engineering talent from around the world. Intel's comeback is more than just a corporate turnaround. It's become a symbol of the new American tech ambition, a story of resilience, reinvention, and the relentless pursuit of innovation. For a company many had counted out, Intel's stunning turnaround is proof that with vision, support, and determination, even the biggest challenges can be overcome. The world is watching as Intel leads the way into a new era of technology. All this momentum has sent Intel's stocks soaring. The Nvidia investment alone sparked a 25% jump in Intel's shares. Rumors of deals with Apple and TSMC pushed it even higher. As of now, Intel's stock is up 70% for the year, a remarkable feat. Analysts say the company's constant stream of good news is forcing big investors to buy back in. The market sees Intel as the cornerstone of America's chip revival. But this isn't just hype. Wall Street believes in Intel's new direction. The financial world is betting big on America's chip comeback. The excitement is real, but so are the challenges. The one-for-one policy could transform the industry, but execution is everything. Making chips in the US is still more expensive than overseas. Tariffs and mandates help, but they don't solve every problem. Tracking and enforcing the policy will be complex. Chips vary wildly in size and value. Intel's CEO has been brilliant at generating buzz, but now the company must deliver. Success depends on building advanced chips on time and on budget. The opportunity is huge, but so is the pressure to perform. Building a semiconductor fab is one of the toughest projects in the world. A single factory can cost $20 billion and take years to complete. Foreign competitors benefit from lower costs and massive subsidies. The US is playing catch-up, even with new government support. The industry also faces a talent gap. Thousands of skilled workers are needed. Decades of outsourcing have weakened America's pipeline of chip engineers and technicians. Training a new workforce will take time and investment. Supply chains are another hurdle. Many key suppliers are still overseas. Building a self-sufficient chip industry means strengthening every link in the chain. It's a massive, long-term effort with no quick fixes. But the stakes, economic and strategic, are too high to ignore. So why does this matter for you? First, it means more reliable access to the tech you use every day. Phones, cars, appliances. Making chips in America reduces the risk of shortages and price spikes. Second, it's about jobs. Thousands of high-tech, good-paying positions in factories and supply chains. This is a chance to revitalize American manufacturing and create new career paths. Third, it strengthens our economy and national security. When we make more at home, we keep expertise and innovation here. A strong chip industry makes America more competitive and less vulnerable to global politics. This isn't just about Intel. It's about a stronger, more secure future for everyone. The new American dream is being built, one microchip at a time.